Hello. This video is to give a review on the movie Black Panther. Now, I want to put two disclaimers out there. One, spoiler alert for those who have not seen Black Panther. And two, I apologize if I butcher some of these names, but I will do my very best to make sure I pronounce them correctly. And Marvel's Black Panther, it takes place in between Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War. It takes place right in between those two movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And also, I've heard people say, do you need to watch Black Panther before you watch Infinity Wars, for those who have not seen it? Now, you can, but you don't have to, because in regards to the Infinity Stones, one of the key plots of Infinity War regarding the Infinity Stones, no, you don't really need to watch Black Panther. However, in Infinity War, a battle does take place in Wakanda, so I will leave that up to your judgment. And now a brief synopsis of Black Panther. See, in the events of Civil War, T'Challa's father, the King of Wakanda, was killed in an explosion, and this movie results in T'Challa becoming the King of Wakanda, essentially. And as King of Wakanda, he faces an old enemy from the past, but he also faces a new enemy who has come to challenge his power. I won't say who, just in case, trying to keep spoiler alerts to a minimum. And my thoughts on the movie, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I mean, it had action, it had superheroes. I mean, who doesn't love a good superhero movie? But for this video, for English class, I wanted to look at a theme. And I chose the theme of identity. I mean, what identity is throughout the whole movie. Essentially, what identity is, it essentially is you. It's whatever makes you are. Like if you're a college student, part of your identity is you're a college student. Or if you're in the army, your identity is a soldier. Identity is what you make it to be. Now, no one can change your identity. The only person who'd be able to change your identity is you. You're the only one who has control of your own identity. All right, and for this video, I'm going to look at two individuals' identities, T'Challa and Killmonger. All right, so as T'Challa's identity, he was the Black Panther and King of Wakanda. And now, as King of Wakanda, when he rose to power and took, replaced his father who died, he wanted to live up to his father's legacy. See, because when they first got the hit on Ulysses Claw, I guess the villain who came to Wakanda, stole vibranium, and learned the secrets, that his father wasn't able to catch before, he died. And as king, he wanted to essentially be like his father. I guess for a literary theory, I guess you can use the mirror theory in this regard, because he mirrored his father. He wanted to be his father. So he wanted to be his father so bad. He wanted to catch Ulysses' claw. He wanted to do what his father could not, and essentially be a great king like his father. But as time went on, we learned that after his, spoiler alert, after his defeat by Killmonger, he learned that, hey, I cannot be my father, but I can be me. And essentially that's how great kings are. I mean, a lot of times you can follow and mirror great kings, but essentially what makes you great is you. And that's exactly what T'Challa felt. He felt that to be a great king, he must make his own path. And now Killmonger, for the theme of identity, he's he's chock full of identity, I guess you could say. But the thing is, his name, his. All right, let's start as when he was in America. He was the son of the other, I guess, Prince of Wakanda. Apologize for butchering his name, Jobu, and he was his son. And I noticed, like, when they brought Agent Ross to Wakanda and he was giving them the brief, instead of his Wakandan name, he was, I forget his last name, but his first name was Eric, but what he did, he was an MIT graduate, and he was a Navy SEAL, and eventually turned over to like a Black Ops unit, so off the radar, no paper trail, nothing. He was completely in the dark and specialized. And I also noticed, like, towards later, he specialized in toppling foreign governments, which is very, very useful for his rise to power. But one of the things is his nickname. His nickname was Killmonger. Now, kill, you obviously know what that means. But monger, it means, let's see, a person who promotes a specified activity or situation. And obviously, Killmonger, guess what he specialized in? Killing people. And with each kill, he scarred himself, and he essentially gave himself all those bumps. But essentially, that was his nickname. That was his identity. It's what made him. But when he returned to Wakanda, he essentially promoted his birth name, his Wakandan name, which is, again, apologize for butchering his name, but Jadaka, and that he was the right, at least he had a right to sit on that throne instead of T'Challa. And then afterwards, he essentially rose to power, overthrew T'Challa, and tried to, use Wakanda's advanced technology to fight racial inequality. But see, like, I just found it so fascinating because his identity, he was Eric Killmonger, and he was, this Prince of Wakanda, which later turned out to be his advantage. But now I also want to take a look at a nation's identity. See, Wakanda, what they thought was, hey, okay, we have this advanced metal and advanced technology, but we're going to stay hidden, and we are not going to help anyone except ourselves. And this thing, I did notice this through talking about Wakanda. It did lead to a point of xenophobia where, hey, we are essentially circling ourselves and blocking everyone else. No one is allowed in. It's just us. And see, that was their identity. And you can kind of understand where, like, all right, you can understand where they were coming from. If they decided to let all these people in, well, guess what? They didn't know who would take advantage of that situation. And it was just, and essentially where they wanted to protect themselves and protect their identity. And now, but I think that about wraps it up for this, looking at the theme of identity in Black Panther, which I recommend that everyone go see it. It was a pretty good movie, and this is just a rough draft, so I will work on this conclusion. Dr. Kasi, don't punish me yet. I'm not finished yet. All right.